Hello everybody and welcome back to the MoldyWorm gaming channel. My name is MoldyWorm41975 and today we're playing some GTA 5. I'm actually just going to set off and I'll explain what we're doing and I'll explain all the rules on the move just because it's a little bit easier, and I want to get away from Will, who is inevitably going to call in an airstrike. So today we are in GTA, we're playing a game of Survive the Hunt. Now this is a game mode created by another YouTuber called Fail Race. So if you've never seen any of his content before, I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. So credit goes to him for making this game mode. It looked like a lot of fun and I wanted to have a go at it myself. The rules are fairly simple. As you can see, everyone has name over players and their maps turned off. There is about 10 hunters who are going to be hunting after me. I will be alone in the city and my basic task is to survive in the city for 24 in-game hours. So we'll say that I set off at 6 o'clock in the morning. It is now 7 in the morning. I have to survive till 6 o'clock tomorrow in GTA time. There are some other rules as well that I'll explain as we go along. Basically, they can only use shotguns and pistols to kill me, so they can't use any explosives. They can't use any weaponized vehicles either. They are allowed to use custom vehicles if they so choose. I'm in this nice bright red Sultan, which they have all seen and they know which car I'm in. Now, there's two reasons I chose the Sultan. Number one, it's a street car, it's a AI traffic car, and number two, it's a fairly good handling sports car. Now, what I didn't tell those guys was that I could customize my car, so they're allowed to customize their car if they want to. They're very welcome to do that, and basically what I'm going to be doing is stripping this down to look like a street vehicle. It's going to have all the performance upgrades, but it's going to look like a street car. So there's a few things we're going to have to do to make this into a street car, but it shouldn't take too long. I told them that I was going to be staying in this car. I'll leave the number plate on, and yeah, I am going to be staying in this car, but I'm going to be keeping it I'm going to be changing it up to look like a street car. So all of them have seen what my car looks like. I'm going to leave it this colour. I'm hoping they won't recognise this colour. That should do, I think. So this now looks like a street Sultan. Yes, it's the same colour. Yes, it has a number plate. Will they notice the number plate? It's fairly unlikely that they will. It looks like a street car, but in fact it is very much a modified car, and I'm hoping that they won't notice it. In fact, I'm going to go up here and go onto the motorway so we can get up a little bit of speed. I've just gone the wrong way up the motorway, which is not great. Now, I believe they have a person up there on the Maze Bank Tower who is actually spotting me. So if they see me driving around, then they can call in a chopper to follow me, and then the chopper can track me and call in some ground support. Now, there's a couple of problems with the Sultan at the moment, is that there is no Sultans spawning in the traffic set. So there is a chance that I will get spotted because there are no other Sultans. It looks a little bit out of place. It's a perfectly street legal Sultan. It's exactly how the NPCs have it, bar the custom number plate, but there's no other Sultans spawning, so it does look a little bit out of place. Now there's another player in the session who has customized their car exactly like mine, so they'll know what they're looking for. My thinking with that is they will go after him and not go after me, because they think they know what my car looks like, but I've changed it a little bit. So I've kept the red paint to give them a bit of a chance, and I'm not going to be swapping out of this car, so I will have to stay in this car. But yeah, we started at the golf course as well. I am limited to the city area, so I can't go anywhere other than the city area. Now this tornado up here looks a little bit suspicious. I think it had custom wheels on, which would ultimately mean it is a player. My bright red Sultan does look a bit out of place. You know what, I'm going to go for a bit of speed and just have... it doesn't have custom wheels. It's a bit suspicious, so I'm just going to get past that. I'm going to match the speed of this Ruiner. How fast are we actually going? We're not even going 10 miles an hour. That's a little bit crazy, but anyway, so there's a few things that might give me away other than the bright red paint. Obviously is likely to get me checked. The custom number plate as well, if they do spot that, then there's a chance I will get into a chase. But also the sound of my car could give me away. The fact that there's no other Sultan spawning could give me away. My janky driving, which I'm going to try my best to blend in as an AI I can, but there is a there is a possibility they will recognise that I am not in fact an AI driver because of my janky driving. Also the NPCs indicate when they turn left or right, which I can't do, so if they see a car turn and it didn't indicate, then they might think something's up. Are they likely to notice something that small? Possibly not, but if they're checking really carefully they could do. I'm not allowed to get out of this car because I told them I was going to stay in this car, so if I smash this car up, if I get into a chase and it gets smashed up, then unfortunately it will remain like that. I can go to a customs and fix it up, but if I get in a chase, the chances of me being able to do that are quite small. Now the reason I'm sort of hugging this dock area down here, the reason I'm hugging the sort of motorway part, is this is very much the outer limits of the map, and I feel like they're unlikely to check the motorway. I don't think they will suspect that I have gone on the motorway. It's a big fast road, there's not much cover, so they won't think that I've gone up here. In fact, that is a player going there. They flipped around, but I don't think they thought it was me. In fact, they are coming. I'm going to hold my nerve. This is the very difficult part of your age-old instincts are fight or flight, so either to run away or to fight them. Either of those things are likely to get me spotted. At the moment, what I need to do is hold my nerve. I've got to believe that they don't know which car I'm in. I've got to believe that they don't think that this is me. Now, they're watching very carefully. They're not allowed to shoot from their vehicle. If I see them get out of the car, then I will bolt. That is one of them parked over there at the intersection. They're not moving, they're not getting out of their vehicle, so I'm not quite sure what they're doing. I think they're just eyeballing to see what I will do. They're doing a burnout over there. I don't quite know what they're doing. I think they're checking to see what I will do. I really want to get out of here now. Come on, traffic lights. When we get on the motorway, we're going to go back onto the motorway section now. I am going to get a little bit of speed up. Now, what they could be doing is sitting there calling in reinforcements, and I don't know about it. So if we see some more players arriving, then we will know. If we see more players around, then we'll know they've called in reinforcements, they realised it's me, and I will have to then bolt. But I'm hoping they thought I had a spoiler on my car. I'm hoping that because they don't see a spoiler, they will not suspect it's me. But yeah, now that car has disappeared. There is another one coming up here. In fact, I think it is the same one. I'm gonna just hold my nerve. I think they know it's me. I have a feeling they know it's me. Now I'm trying to match my speed to the AI people as best I can, but if they see my number plate, then I am completely done for. I think I just impeded the traffic a little bit too much there. Yeah, they would have seen the number plate now. I don't know if they know it's me or not. I feel like they know it's me. Now, the question is, at what point do I pounce? If I pounce now, they're quite close behind to follow me. If I can get a bit of distance on them like that, then I might be... Yeah, they know it's me. Right. I have to pelt now because there is no... Yeah, they called in reinforcements, which doesn't help me any. Now, the rule that they can't shoot from their vehicle is good for me at this point, because that means that they cannot shoot me while they're chasing me. So yes, they can chase me, they can call in other vehicles to help them, but they can't kill me, which is kind of good and kind of bad. I want to see actually if I can out-drag them. I think I might be able to. In fact, I seem to have lost them. Well, not lost them, they are quite far behind, but I have a feeling this thing can out-drag them. Now, I'm going to shoot off this side thingy here. One of their tactics that they can use is to get chopper support in, which they may well do, because they now know where I am, they know what car I'm in, they know that I've sort of swapped some of the modifications on it. So if they're sensible, they'll call in a chopper to track me now, so they can basically know where I am. I'm gonna dive down here. I'm hoping if anyone saw me, they'll shoot past there. Now, they know what car I'm in, but do they know what colour I'm in? I'm going to dive into the custom shop. I need to actually repair my car. In fact, that's one of them back there. Now, this is risky because... yeah, if any of them saw me go into here, it is very, very, very risky. Because if I come out in a minute, they could be just waiting for me, and there's a possibility that they are. Now, I'm going to change up this car so it looks fairly nondescript, and I'm just going to wait a second, because if any of them are there, if any of them sort of knew roughly where I was heading, they might check in here. They might think that I've changed some more customization options or something like that. I'm hoping they won't. I'm going to back out now. There could be just a swarm of people waiting for me. In fact, there was, and they now know that I'm in a different colour car as well, which doesn't help me. So they did know that I went into the Los Santos Customs, which doesn't help me. I could do with changing colour again. I'm going to head down to the custom shop by the airport. I'm going to hope that may well have been a player. I'm going to hope they don't know where I'm heading. I did surprise them a little bit because yes, they were waiting for me to come out, but because they were parked in the place where I usually spawn out of, it spawned me a little bit further up the road, which was quite nice. Now that was one of them behind me. Whether they saw me, I don't quite know. But I'm just going to carry on going this way. Now I have to stay in this vehicle. I can't swap into another vehicle, so every Sultan that is driving around at the moment will basically be targeted, if you will. I don't think cars usually go this way. That's bad for me. I'm just gonna do a little thing like this, and this is good for me because I can see whether anyone was actually following me, and I don't think they were. There was a green car behind me. Yeah, two of them have just gone underneath the bridge area there. I'm gonna go back towards the dock area. This area seems to be quieter. They don't seem to be checking it as much, which is nice. Previously they did call in a chopper, which they haven't done at the moment, but we might see that in the future. Now, one of the other rules that we had in place for this was that every now and then, when I feel like it, I would have to shoot up a flare as well. Now, I don't know, I don't think it's a good idea to shoot one up now. The person that was on top of the Maze Bank Tower was supposed to be there. They didn't have to have a person up there. They chose to have a person up there to spot where I would shoot the flares. Now, I'm not going to shoot a flare at the moment because I don't know whether they know if I've come down here or not. There was some people quite close to me. I'm supposed to be blending in with traffic. I'm going to cause a crash there, so if any of them were following me, they might suspect one of those people was me. One of the NPCs was me. And we're gonna hope they don't recognize the Grey Sultan. What are we doing like for time? I can't even remember when we started this game what time it was. I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like it's been 24 hours. If this traffic light ever changes, that'll be nice. I'm going to shoot off this way. We do now need to get back to a Los Santos Customs though, because the car is damaged and I am slowly losing my voice as well, as you might be able to hear. So I might have to just pull over and get some water in a second. In fact, I'm going to do it in here because I can park around here, and I'm going to grab some water. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So none of them seem to have gone past. That was a nice little hidey hole for me as well. Now you may say, why don't you just park up like you did there? Clearly no one spotted you, so why don't you just stay there and just, you know, park up? Well, it would make for a very boring time for me, and it would make for a very boring video for you. So I'm not going to be doing that. Now I did just see the chopper flying this direction, so they may know where I am. And I can hear sirens, which means that police are currently yeah, I can hear that chopper. I can't see it, but I can hear it. It's there. Yeah. something has gone on around here. I don't know if there's a player shooting. There is 2 helicopters now. Yeah, I think they've spotted me. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit difficult because I have to shake 2 choppers. If I want to lose the cars that are inevitably going to be chasing me, I need to shake the choppers, because what the choppers are doing is tracking me. And if I lose all the cars and the chopper is still there, they can just tell the cars where I am. So what I'm going to be doing now is ducking under a lot of bridges. Yeah, that chopper's still on me. I'm going to be ducking under a lot of bridges and diving into a lot of car parks. Now this is quite a nice undercover area here, because there's multiple exit routes for this. And in fact, what they probably won't expect me to do is flip a U-ey and come out of the same way that I went in. Now they know I'm quite sneaky, so there's a chance they might suspect that, and damn, chopper was in front of me, so we're going to have to try something else. So that's the problem with having 2 choppers. We can shake one, but we can't shake the other one, and that's where it gets quite difficult. And the other thing is, when you think you've lost the chopper, it's right there behind you. It's just high enough that when I look back I think I've lost it, but I actually haven't. In fact, it's right there. It is now a bit more visible. I don't like this straight line speed anymore, so we're going to go for a different tactic. Yeah, we've got a supercar on our backside now, which is also a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping that I can maybe outturn and outdrive the supercar. Yep, that pedestrian just caused me some trouble. Oh, I have no idea where we're going to go. I could do with getting some cover from that chopper, because if we can lose the chopper, there's a possibility we can lose the supercar. That's one of them that's just helped. They're in the same car that I was in. They are shooting from their vehicle, so I did tell them not to shoot from the vehicle, but that is another one of them there. So the fact that they're in the same car as me is a good thing and a bad thing. I know they have the same performance as me. Yeah, I know they have the same performance as me, which is also good and bad, because I know what that car can do, but I also know that it can keep up with me if they are a good enough driver, which they do appear to be. So I'm going to throw some left and right turns in here. I'm going to hope that that might confuse them a little bit. In fact, we might head to the hills area. That is quite a nice area to lose cars, etc. So I'm going to duck down here. I think that chopper is still on us. Yes, it is. Now, technically the hills area is at the very outer limits of my boundary, so I can run to the hills if I so choose, but I can't go all the way sort of into Sandy Shores area. That is out of the bounds. So I can run up here, sort of near Franklin's house, which is just there. I can run into this area. It's a very difficult place to track cars, but there is also a chance for me to make mistakes like that. I overshot that corner a little bit. Now, there's no rules to say I can't take the chopper out. It's a very difficult thing to do. I don't think I want to be going this way. The chopper is having some issues at the moment. I think what the chopper was trying to do, because it couldn't call in reinforcements fast enough, it was trying to block me in. Now, that's good and bad. if they succeed, yeah, I'm blocked in, but it does damage their chopper if they don't, which they didn't. Now I'm gonna go back this way, because yeah, that was not a great idea. I know that chopper can't turn around as fast as me, but I had a feeling there was a car behind me, which there was, and I am actually at my very outer limits up here, so we are going to have to go down here. That's where my controller just decides not to turn properly. The hills area is good for cover, but hard to shake vehicles. Now, I could... Okay. That's not good. That car was right in the bad place. Okay, that was a very bad punt right there. I'm gonna duck down here and hope they overshot the corner. Ah, damn it. Nope, they didn't overshoot that. Sorry for the silence, but there is a little bit of concentration that is happening right now. That actually helped me greatly, thank you very much. I was in a bit of a predicament there. If they hadn't crashed into me there, I was a little bit stuck, and I have a feeling that the chopper crashed into me. Just a slight feeling. Now, they know I'm up in the hills area. The hills area is good for cover, it's good to lose cars. Choppers, not so much. And the other problem is, yeah. Well, I did tell them not to shoot from cars, but it looks like they decided to do that anyway, so they did catch me in the end. I don't know if we survived. We didn't survive, actually. We had 1 hour to go. We started at 9 PM. We survived till 8 PM, so it was a little bit unfortunate, but we did survive for a bit of a good time there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you want to see more videos like this, then let me know in the comment section, and also like the video. And if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. We do videos like this quite often, so thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next video.